Today is Sunday. We are going to attempt to shoot this outside. It is March 20th, 2011. Yesterday I ran my first 10K in Belleville, I believe. Just a few minutes from St. Louis. It was at, I'll show you this shirt. I'll never get hurt if I wear this shirt. It was called the Go Green Run, and it was at the National Shrine of Our Ladies of Snow. And yeah, not really a recommended place to run. It was hills. There was nothing but hills. There may have been a half mile of flat land, but otherwise it was hills. And it wasn't even just like your normal hill. I don't know what a normal hill is, but it wasn't like a normal hill. It was like the steepest hill possible. The only way I can begin to explain it is at the water parks, they have the slides that literally go straight down. Yeah, that was pretty much it. The race pretty much started out like that. Like it started out flat land, and you ran like 20 feet maybe, and then you just dropped, and you turned, and you dropped, and you turned, and then you had to go up. And it just continued on like that the entire time. The flattest part of the course, and I'll post this at the end of the video, but the flattest part of the course is over here. This is like a little stadium, and this is relatively flat, except you're totally on a slant like this because you're going down levels. It was horrible. It really was just horrible. And then, to make matters even worse, my second time around, they had people at posts that would say the right direction to go. Idiots. Hey, Maddie! 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 Hey! Maddie! No. No. And these people are idiots, and instead of manning their post, they were bored, so they'd walk to their friend's post and talk to their friend, and then you'd have to try to flag one of them down to figure out which way you needed to go. And the third time I had to do that, I was told the wrong direction to go, which I'm guessing where I got off path, instead of telling me to go right to the finish line, I was told to go left, which led me back to this stupid stadium. Oh, I was pissed. There's a fly on the lens. I was mad. I was so mad. If it wasn't like holy ground, I would have used inappropriate language and punched them on the face. I was mad enough to punch a cow. Yeah. I heard somebody say punch a cow. Yeah, I don't even know what that means, but I would love to see somebody punch a cow. How much fun would that be? I was mad. It cost me second place. I did get third. Yay. Yay me, third place. I think my time was 59 minutes and 51 seconds, something like that. But these are the positives out of it. I mean, it'll always be the race I got gypped, which I assume everybody has one race where they got gypped. It's my race, I got gypped. A little disappointed because I don't actually have a true 10K time. I think basically I got ripped off like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. And if I was a quitter, I so would not have walked across the finish line, but I was far enough away from the finish line to see it said 59 minutes. I'm like, I'm not going to cross. And then I waited until it said 59:20, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to book it. I'm going to finish in under an hour. I'm pissed off, but I'm going to finish it in under an hour. So these are my positives. Number 1, my right ankle held up the entire race. It was killing me the day before. It held up through the race. It felt good through the race. It does hurt today, so does my knee. I definitely think there's something minor wrong, and if I rest it up and don't do anything stupid, think we're gonna be okay there. But my right ankle held up. My knee stayed in place. There were two very specific hills that were so steep, you had to basically lean back to try to slow yourself down running because your feet couldn't actually run as fast as the hill wanted you to run because of how much it sloped, if that makes any sense or not. And all I thought, all 4 times I had to do this was, all 4 of these hills that I had to do this at was, please, dear Lord, please do not let my knee pop out. Not that my knees ever popped out, but if it was ever going to, this was the moment. So my knee stayed in place. Very happy about that. I finished in 1 hour, which the goal the entire time, whether it was 6.2 miles or the 6.7 or 7 miles I happened to have ran, I did finish in 1 hour. So I do have a consistent 10-minute mile. Well, actually under a 10-minute mile, which is awesome. The point of this race was to help build confidence for the half marathon. The fact that it had hills made it all that much better, because if I could finish it with all the hills it had, you know, the half marathon's going to be a breeze, I'm sure, a breeze. If I knew it was as hilly as it was, I may have not went to this one and picked a different one, but all the same, it served the purpose. We have confidence, half marathon, we're good to go. Alright, I did place, granted I was ripped off 2nd place, I did place, so I'll always, every single time I'm like, oh yeah, my 3rd place ribbon should have been a 2nd place ribbon. Got it. Okay, so I placed. Another thing was, I was trying to get a pace and be able to stay at that pace for a really long time, and I did do that. When I crossed the finish line the first time, because you had to cross it twice for the 10K, my 5K time was 47, no wait, it wasn't 47, that would have been horrible. It was 27:49. So, if I had pushed it the first 3.1 miles, I totally could have got my 26:30. Totally. No, yeah, 26:30. So, my next 5K, I'm gonna do awesome. I ran all of it but 40 steps. I walked 40 steps when I had to try to regain my breathing, because as soon as I realized how hilly it was, I knew I needed to count my breathing. So the entire time, more or less, except for the few times I lost track of this, which is why I had to stop and walk for a second, walk 10 paces so I could get the breathing back, was I would just count 1, 2, breathe, 1, 2, breathe. Literally, that was what went over and over and over in my head for the entire 59 minutes. Well, it's a lot. For the entire 50 minutes, because there were a few minutes in there it was like, I'm not finishing this, I want to go punch the lady in the face. I'm mad enough to punch a cow. Alright. But seriously, my running has greatly improved. As a beginner, I never could have done one of those hills. I would have had to walk up all of them. I was able to run all of them. I was able to keep my breathing consistent. My legs weren't really tired. They hurt now. They're tired now, but at the time, like, they weren't. They held up the entire time, and I mean, this is some extreme hill stuff, and I will show you what part of it we could drive at the end of this, so if you skipped over all my talking, you'll get to see that. But yeah, it was insane. This is my number. So I survived. My legs hurt. I'm gonna try to take it easy. I did not weigh myself because it would be totally pointless to weigh myself. Because yesterday, before the race, I drank some water. After the race, I drank a lot of water. And today, I have drank a lot of water. So I would assume that I would not be pleased with the number on the scale, because I'm trying to rehydrate myself. And if you drink 6 bottles of water, you probably then should go and step on the scale. That's dumb. So yeah, there's that. This week, tomorrow, all my stuff is finalized for my internship. I did get an internship. It is at the hospital. It starts in about 7 weeks, May 16th, 2 days after the half marathon. that will be one stressful 6 weeks, but I will make sure to get these videos in. And this week I will sort of be taking it easy with the exercise because I want to fully recoup. I want to make sure this knee and this ankle thing don't get too out of hand because, well, I don't want permanent injuries. So I think if I take it easy and I just basically walk the dogs and all that fun stuff, everything will be okay with that. I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and have that nail totally removed on the bad toe the day that I start my internship. So I'm going to do my internship, and then right after that I'm going to get an appointment, and I'm going to get the nail out, and I'm going to make that appointment tomorrow, because I'm not going to mess with it, and it doesn't hurt unless I stub it or somebody steps on it, and then it hurts really, really, really bad, and I just don't want to have to take care of it. Basically, I'm lazy, I don't want to have to take care of it, so I'm just going to have it removed, and that's what I'm going to do. And if you need, I wear size 11 shoes, and I want to get bigger shoes for long distance runs, size 12. You can't find a size 12 to save yourself in the store, you have to order them. So I'm just going to save anybody time, the two people that actually are going to watch this. If you're going for running shoes and you want to try to find a size 12, you just go online and order them. What else? Oh, this week eating wise, I'm going to not be as strict this week, and then I'm going to go into serious strict mode starting March 28th. For 6 weeks, I will be in serious strict mode because we have to drop somewhere between 8 and 12 pounds before the half marathon, and I will fill you in more on that next week. I have to figure out exactly what I'm going to do. I am not going to starve myself, no worries there. But I will do something. I will show you guys pictures of the race, and I will show you some of the race course that was actually videotaped, so that hopefully you'll get an idea of these hills. And I hope everybody had a good week, and until next week, take care. Alright.